Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name's Peter Ansell. I'm chairman of the Friends of Horsey Group Committee. We were formed about 4 years ago when the Natural England had to hand it over to a bunch of volunteers, and I'm one of them. Today we brought down a bunch of new recruits. We had every year we put out an appeal for new wardens because we do get an annual decrease of our wardens, and this year we had a response from 40 odd people. Today we brought 15 of those people down here, walked them round, showed them what we do actually on the beach, and now they've all gone off to Martha Village Hall where they're going to get the proper full training on what it's all about, what we are, and hopefully turn into nicely turned out wardens for the new season.
It's my first season of being seal warden. The rest of the time when I'm not wardening, I'm a master's student at UEA studying ecology and conservation. So while I'm there I get to learn loads about conservation, but while I'm a warden I actually get to do something about it, which is really worthwhile. The thing I enjoy the most is I really enjoy speaking to people and just telling them about the seals, different things about their lifestyle, how old the pups are, how long they've been on the beach, and just seeing people get really animated and interested. And that really makes it all worthwhile. And also I've been counting the seals every week. So I've made two really good friends in Pam and Barry, and we go out every Wednesday morning really early. I've seen some beautiful sights of the coast, and I just live down the coast and I've never gone out at that time in the morning. So it's been amazing to see the colony develop over the season, so I've really enjoyed it.
Hi, I'm Mike Harmer. I've been a seal warden now for 3 years. Been doing it because basically just to be out here. What's this really lovely place to be, making sure people interact with the wildlife. I don't think people really understand wildlife much nowadays in the busy world. So it's great to be out here. Beautiful sunny day. A bit cold as always, as you all know. Just trying to engage with people, talk to them about the seals, and the positivity you get from most people is fantastic. I love being out here. It's been a fantastic experience, and I hope to do it more in the future.
So how long have you been a warden, and why did you become a warden?
It's my 5th season. I'm basically a warden because I like seals, and I think this is one of the most wonderful wildlife sites in Britain, and I just want to be part of it, really.
And how have you seen it changing over the years?
It's changed a lot in sheer scale. I think the first year I was a warden we had 320 babies, I think it was. Last year we had over 1,200 pups, and that's in 5 years. So in sheer scale it's changed enormously. And in the spread, it's spread now beyond the area that we officially warden. And obviously going with that, the number of visitors, so especially after having the twins, the first officially recorded twins in the world last year, that got an awful lot of publicity, and that's massively increased the visitor numbers. So it's just changed in scale, but the actual basis of what we do has been the same.
This is my first time here, and it was totally amazing. Those seals are really majestic and beautiful, and just brilliant to see animals like that sort of playing on the beach and sunbathing.
What do you feel about the work that the wardens are doing? Have you spoke to any of them? Have they given you any information?
I've spoken to several wardens, and it's been brilliant because I've been quizzing them, and I love the fact that there are wardens here, and I think it's a wonderful job they do.
I'm David Vyse. I'm one of the wardens here at Horsey. As part of the dedicated rescue team, we have been trained by the RSPCA at East Winch to catch the seals in a special net, and we also have a special stretcher we can put over the seal, pick them up and take them to the hospital at East Winch in West Norfolk. I'm part of the team. We've been specially trained to do this, and we get called out at different times of the year. And last year, in fact, we saved about 20 seals on the beach and were taken to the East Winch Centre.
We work alongside the Friends of Horsey Seals, and we have done for years, since they got started really. It's great having them down on the beach looking after the seals and then feeding them into us via our inspectors. You know, it's great having someone that knows what they're doing, rescuing the seals and then bringing them up here, or getting our ACOs, our inspectors, to drive them to us. So it works really well, and long may it continue. Over the years we've done training with the wardens, but now you're perfectly capable of doing your own training and your own seal handling training. You've progressed, which is fabulous. We've also done fundraising days. We've had your help, which is really, really valued, and it just is a very good working relationship, and as I say, long may it continue.
And do you think there's any change in seal behaviour with number of seals grow or number of visitors growing?
I think what's really interesting is actually not the behaviour of the seals changing because of visitors' numbers, but I think what's really interesting is how we see the seals change generally and the behaviour change. You know, you read all the textbooks. Textbooks will say that the female seals, the cows, do not leave the pups. We've seen that. You know, we saw twins obviously last year, so we're seeing different behaviours that no one else has really recorded or seen before. So it's just lucky that we're here, that we can see it, we can record it. So I don't think the behaviour is changing because of people. I think the behaviour is just changing because there's more of them, they develop, they're evolving. So that's the reason I think we're seeing perhaps a change in behaviour. But we're so lucky to be able to see that behaviour. We can stand here for 2 hours and we can see the behaviour, we can see what's happening, and that's just a privilege.
As we're coming up to the grey seal pupping season, we'd really like the public to think about what they're doing when they go on the beach and enjoy seals certainly, but don't approach them, don't take your dogs anywhere near them, because seals can hurt dogs, and obviously we don't want that as the RSPCA. So yeah, observe from a distance, do whatever you can do, but don't approach the seals because they get quite threatened, and although they're big animals, they do get really scared. We know from the way they are in here how frightened they can be. They're a wild animal, they're not used to seeing people, and they just don't want you anywhere near them. So if you can stay away, please do. But they're fabulous beasts, so enjoy from a distance.
And as being a dog owner, have you got anything you want to say to other dog owners?
Yes. I walk my own dogs, and unfortunately a lot of dog owners don't pick up, or they will pick up and leave their bags. And most people I see, because I go down every Saturday and Sunday with the dogs during the day, most people I see are pretty responsible when the dog owners, they do put the dogs on a lead.
And it must be really exciting seeing children seeing something like this for the first time, because normally something you'd just see on TV, really.
Completely, and we get so, I think, blasé sometimes because we see so many seals here. We forget, people when they do come sometimes, they've never seen a seal. Even people, even not just young people, old people as well, they've never seen a seal pup in their life, and to see one seal pup is usually a real privilege for them. So even though we get blasé, especially around Christmas time, thinking, perhaps it's not as good in peak times, what is really inspiring is seeing the children and also the adults getting inspired by seeing wildlife up so close.
If you walk down here, there's little fact boards all the way with answers underneath, and she loves just looking at them all the way down. I'm testing as we go, and she's better than me now. She knows more than I do about the little seals, so it's great at such a young age to learn something about our largest mammals on our coastline.
I'm Joan Burton, I come from Essex, travel down here for a long weekend once a year to see the seals on the beach. I look on the internet to see when the pups are being born and stay for the weekend. Just love coming here to see the seals. And I must admit, over the years it's got a lot better because we've got the steps in now. The first time I came, I think we was clambering over the dunes, and it's so well organised now. It's lovely. Really enjoyed myself.
And if you were to give a message to the public to say the best way to view them to keep them safe and the seals safe, what would the best tips be, really?
I think it's just common sense. These are wild animals at the end of the day. You need to make sure that you just treat them with respect. Not get too close to them. The fact of getting too close to them, it's just you're upsetting it for the majority of people. You've got great views here, great views both in the new pillbox park but also in the viewing platform that you can actually interact and see the seals really close hand. So I think it's about sensible, just staying away from them, not getting too close, and just respecting their space as you would any animal, really. So I think it's just a little bit of common sense to make sure that we interact with them safely, follow the guidelines that we set out. So don't get too close, don't go under the ropes, don't try and go close to the seals, don't try and do selfies with them, etc., etc. But just respect them for where they are and have a safe distance between you and them at all times.
One thing we'd really like the public to do is be really, really aware of seals. Obviously don't approach them, but also there seems to be this new trend of taking selfies with seals, which as a seal worker just seems madness to me. Why put yourself in that position? Seals are dangerous, they're wild animals, and they're also frightened, and you have no idea how they're going to behave. And I've been bitten so many times myself that I really wouldn't recommend it. So if you can, just stay away from seals. Let them be, they're wild, appreciate them in their own environment. It's got nothing to do with selfies, it's just nonsense. So be safe, stay away from them.
And how do you feel the public are and like their awareness? Is that getting better or is it a struggle for you?
I think it's the same with many situations. 99.9% of the public are great and they just want to come here, have a nice day out, enjoy seeing the seals. The kids, well, not just the kids, everyone loves them, and the vast majority of people stay within the ropes, abide by, understand why they shouldn't go on the beach. And then sometimes you have the odd problem, but it is only the odd problem. Usually people respond quite positively if they're asked to stay off the dunes or stay within the ropes. Overall, the public just like to be here, and some of them come here time and time again and are very knowledgeable and they can probably tell us something. Most people like to learn something and hopefully do.